Hello. Today we'll discuss about maximum headers in WebSphere application servers. What is the use of max headers? I will show you in the practical explanation why we are using max headers. I will show you in the practical example. Okay. By default, maximum header size is 500, but sometimes we are used based on the requirement. Notepad. Max headers in IBM WebSphere application servers and how to avoid 400 bad requests in WebSphere logs or max header limit is exhausted. In this scenario, in this scenario, we will verify the maximum header size in web container level under that transport to chain in that HTTP inbound default and HTTP inbound default secure. What is the limit of header size? Maximum is 37,498, I think. Maximum 37,000 max. Okay, and we can use 20 to 30 or max 500 is enough enough to protect the server by using server server to avoid DDoS attacks and all respective securities. Respective security problems. Okay. Maximum headers or refers to refers to limit limit on the number of HTTP request header limit. HTTP request header limit that header limit that WebSphere application server accepts. WebSphere application server accepts from the client from a client. This is step number one. Okay. And step number two, why we can use, okay, the configuration, the configuration, the default value of header size is 500. Default value of header size is 500. That means single incoming HTTP request. That means single HTTP request can contain can contain up to the 500 distinct header fields in the WebSphere application service. After that, why it's useful? Why it's useful in Java applications? Why it's applications? Why it's useful in Java applications? Security or DOS protection. DOS protection. And attackers sometimes send a request with thousands. Send a request with thousands. Send request thousands of headers to over to over to overwhelm the server. By using this, by using setting by using the setting a maximum prevent resources prevent resources exhaustion. Okay, after this, performance. Performance, it's avoid excessive excessive passing overhead passing overhead and keep request handling efficiently. Next one, stability. I will show you practically. This is the latest issues. This is not a WebSphere issue, but you need to know. Ensure the malformed or abusive. Ensure malware or abusive. Request don't request don't destabilize the application server. In practice, in practice, in practice, most of the most of the request use 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 for fewer headers, often 20 to 30. Setting a cap, like setting a property or cap like 400 is generous enough for large or complex applications, but still protective against denial of service attacks, DOS attack. What is DOS? Denial, denial, denial of service attacks, DDoS or attacks. I will show you a practical example. Go to cluster. This is my India cluster. This is my private cluster. This is not related to any organizations. Okay. India cluster one. And go to web container. Go to web container transport to chain. This two is there. Go to here web double C inbound to default and go to inbound channel and scroll up. This is maximum address 32,768. What I mentioned 32,768. Okay, this is, and the maximum header is 500 is normal. Okay, now same. We can verify in the double C default inbound default to secure this one and go to HTTP inbound channel. This is By default, it will source 500 based on the client requirement. We are changing this value 500 to 50 or 30 based on the requirement. We need to save in all environments. Okay. See all clusters, cluster member in India cluster 2. Go to web container settings and here double C inbound to default and go to HTTP inbound to channel. See max headers is 500. I will zoom it. See max headers is 500. See this is 500. After changing this, we need to restart the servers in the SQL format. Production we can do one by one. Non-production also we can do one by one. Max address is 500. Okay. Like this, we need to use by default is 500 based on the client requirement. We can use this. If any 400 bad request or maximum headers limit is exhausted, we can use this method to accept the request from the server to client. Okay. See 500. This is HTTP2 hypertext transfer and security purpose. Also, we can analyze after this HTTP inbound to channel. This is 400 default. Based on the requirement, we can use read and write timeout is 60 seconds is 1 minute. Okay, and HTTP error log. This is maximum is 500 MB is log rotating. Okay, every 500 MB it will relocating the logs. This is the most important production errors in real time environments. This is real time production issues we can face in any organization. If any issues face at this, we can use this method. As headers are located in the web container and transport chain double C HTTP inbound to channel default and HTTP inbound to channel security and not security. Can use this method to solve the issues. It is not any harmful to any application. 500 is default. We can protect against DDoS or security and performance and stable. We can use this in real-time applications. We can use this as a real time. This is not WebSphere issues. This is developer can deploy the new code with some properties. We can face this issue. Otherwise, cannot face. Based on the developer configurations only, we can change the here header size. This is not a WebSphere issue. Okay. This is completely based on the application only. What application team they defined in the property in the class file or anything based on the property only we can change. They will contact they will application team they will contact before deploying the code into the production. We need to they will inform master should be inform need to be informed to the WebSphere team we are deploying new code or we're deploying new application or we have changes into the application. They will definitely intimate via mail or via change a request. They will definitely inform. Otherwise, You need to prepare RCA for these things and we need to send them the client. This is the happened. The development team is not intimated to do some changes happening from their end. But even though also not informed before make any changes in the production, application team never informed to the WebSphere team. This is we can say directly to the client this in politely manner. Okay, this is not WebSphere issue. Okay, based on the client, based on the application, based on the issues, we are only support. And one more thing, after that, in WebSphere, in WebSphere 85521 plus, in WebSphere, in WebSphere fix specs 8.5.5.25 or 21 plus 21 or more, we need to face this header related issues in the WebSphere application servers in WebSphere fix specs version 9.0.5.6 or more need to implement this headers related issues based on the development or application team suggestions. If any changes will be happen at the application team and they will inform via change request and or through email communication through email communications to avoid P2 incidents. Okay, if they will not inform they will not inform anything, any changes happening before or after while issue is occurs. They will engage the WebSphere team. You need to ask you need to ask why you are not informing the informing before make any changes in the application. Okay, this is we need to ask directly from there. Okay, directly and prepare RC and send to the client. And main highlight is summary or correct to measure statements. You need to mention you need to mention need to WebSphere WebSphere team need to mention developer. They will not intimate any production deployment related changes before or after they deployed new applications or code or whatever it is need to be communicated with each other. We are suggested the application team team if any changes in the application level need to be informed as much earlier. This is the correct statements or correct suggestions from the application team. You need to tell politely this. Okay. This is the main issue. This is the main. You cannot. Okay. This is not a new issue. This is already is there in the fix pack 85521 onwards. This issue is occurs based on the scenarios. End users end users are facing 400 bad requests. Okay, but WebSphere application server logs displays and display an error message and maximum header limit was set 50 or 20 or 30. It's already exhausted to 21 or 31 or 51. Need to set up to maximum number of headers. It shows in the screen. This is the display in the WebSphere server, WebSphere application server logs, that is system out. Okay, this is the main configuration. This is the main. Okay, if setting up to 500, server.xml file is the main configuration file. It's changing. Okay, need to take backup of before doing the changes in server.xml. Okay, or we need to take profile backup dot slash backup config.sh, and we can use this command or take profile level backup by using dot slash backup config.sh for no stop. This is run under the DMGR under DMGR home under that profiles under that DMGR01 under that bin run the command dot slash backup config dot sh hyphen no stop. I will show you practically. Don't worry about this. See, just I will set to 50. Okay, apply. See which file is need to change this. See, server.xml file is need to be changed. Okay, so I don't want this. Take before back doing the backup. Then only we can implement this. Okay. Thank you for watching this. Please share to your friends, family members, those who are learning WebSphere application service or WebLogic. Okay. This is my private server. This is not related to any organizations. This is I implement SSL on January 6th. Okay, 2026. We face a lot of issues and we had troubleshoot around 7 hours to troubleshoot the issue. Okay. Plugins are not loaded the certificate. So signers are missing. So we are adding the DMGR signers into the plugins in the signer location. Then issue is resolved. Okay. Thank you for watching this. Please share to your friends and family members. Those who are learning WebSphere application servers and interview questions. This is the main question. Okay, while going the WebSphere interviews, this is the latest issue we are facing. So we need to tell in interview point of time. We are open the bridge call, and in the bridge call we are discussing the headers and all the things. Okay, we need to implement like this. Okay, thank you for watching. We will coming up next session regarding interview questions. I will show you how headers are implemented in the WebSphere. I will show you in the practically. Okay. Thanks for watching it. Please share to your friends and family members.